Hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 in the Shadow Land. I don't know what this area is actually referred to as, but the Shadow Fell Cursed region. It is currently time to meet He Who Was. It's kind of a neat quest, but meeting him and then continuing to explore the right half of this map, which I'm going to get completely explored before I even cross these bridges.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Where lies your guilt?
The waning moon.
The disguised self as a dragonborn really changes what the character looks like. I've met few who can commune, not many people out here in the darkness.
I am not people. Though many would question how wise it is to approach a stranger in the dark. Be on your way.
I have speak with animals, why can't I understand what the raven is saying?
A fair point. Perhaps this one could assist us.
At least I'm pretty sure I have speak with animals on.
The murdered lie silent. The raven asks, will you be their voice?
Depends who murdered this woman. Speak plainly, what are you talking about? Why does the raven want to know?
He thinks you strong enough for the task at hand. This woman tended a bar where she took her patrons, her friends, into her confidence. Promised their secrets were safe with her. Yet she turned their words into knives and stabbed them in the back. They died because of her, and to this day her victims lie unavenged.
Her soul is departed for the fugue plane to be judged or lost forever. What more could she pay?
The fugue plane is no obstacle to one such as I.
I seek a record of this one's crimes, written in her own hand. Through it, I can summon her spirit and force her to face trial for her crimes.
That's some powerful magic.
Not for one such as I.
Yes, not for one such as
Your
you,
soul
obviously.
sparks with justice, with fortitude. This is your chance to bring a murderer to justice, to avenge her victims. Will you take it?
It's an interesting enough story.
I thank you, as do those who died by her words. Go to the distillery, the one she calls the Waning Moon. Find the ledger, and bring it to me.
Like, it's an interesting enough story and all that, which is pretty fun. Oh yeah, they really need to fix how, like, summons are reacted to. Like, I understand being worried about, oh, there's an ice method, but
Open up.
I really think if there's a character who's clearly in control of the method, they shouldn't freak out like that, especially when they're clearly not
Bet I can crack that open.
generic civilians. Like, if it was a generic civilian character, sure, that's fine. It's reasonable if they freak out, but it's just impractical when a guy with a monster raven who can turn stuff, who can transform stuff, it's just a weird. They shouldn't react the way they do,
I'll take that.
and I think they should fix that in whatever the next patch is going to be. Like, they should make player summoned things just
That might be worth a look.
not cause any freak out, or at least that's the key to the chest I just opened. I'm 90% sure. I'm gonna go here next. Like, they should adjust it, I think, so that, like, he who was shouldn't be freaked out by a single ice method that's clearly under the control of someone else. Will, did you really walk into the... You really did just walk into the, like, cursed ground that captures you. See, I'm walking here, because this is... I know this is an ambush. If I fail the ambush, I'm still going to walk into it, because it's still not... It won't cause a wipe. I need to see the perception check. I think you can trigger it here. Maybe not. I need to trigger this perception check, though. Oh, no, it must be when you see the bodies. I'm gonna quick save in case I get wiped, but I shouldn't get wiped. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be rough. I guess I could just start it by attacking. Yeah, level 9, 156 HP. It is resistant to fire and cold. Immune to lightning. Resistant to necrotic.
Charmed, I'm sure.
So he's gonna deal bad damage. I could get another one of those, but it's probably better to put a wall of fire, because there's a ton of little guys here, so a wall of fire hitting them would be worth a lot more than just using a slot to resummon the method. I could slow as well. He's just gonna be blasting. He could Hadar right there. But what I do know is these types of enemies can pull you in, which would be dangerous with Hunger of Hadar.
Blade at the ready.
And she's just frontline. Where's the perception check, though?
Can't give up now.
Hey, soldier.
Like, I walked into this ambush because the perception check triggered for me down here. So I didn't expect what ended up happening. I could do this. Limit their movement. Don't use fire. I couldn't put the firewall if I did that, though. But a quarter movement is really useful. And they're not... Oh, I could... He could lose his resistance. And it just becomes a normal resist, not nullified. I don't think that's good enough. But if I... Do I have a cold spell? No, I don't. Oh, I could get a cold spell that would reduce his... Chilled is vulnerable to cold, which I think is just a shift. But... Do I want this? Probably. It's either this one or the other. Well, no. This is not the most useful. So I think this one and that one is a good combo. I just need to get rid of some weight. They need to not be encumbered. This fight, I don't know how it's gonna go. I really should just have someone else carry all the heavy stuff, though. Like, if I'm gonna insist on carrying all these, I don't need to carry them on my character. I can have someone else carry it all. That's gonna save up a little bit of weight, not nearly enough. I don't know how to engage this fight, but I have this and this. Spell attacks are effective. I will not fight well in melee because I don't have the strength anymore. Honestly, I'm never using this stuff. I should use it, but I haven't been, so might as well free up a little weight there. Yeah, like, how is this 82? It just feels like I shouldn't have that much weight. Oh, wait, this is why. 12. and stuff. Like, this adds a lot of weight. Because you have to wear it, it still counts as weight. You could open up with a fireball, which wouldn't be optimal. Let's try opening up with this. No, it's probably better.
At the ready.
I could open up with a wall of fire like this. Get the damage instead of the other stuff. Yeah, sure, let's go. It's not... This should be the same as that, right? It shouldn't just be fire here. I hope it's a visual bug. Yeah, because he should still have the effect of the wall of fire. Oh well. Where am I moving to shoot that? Okay, I want to hit the guy close to me, but I can't. He's not in combat yet, though. Which might be good.
Put him up.
She's gonna have to go in here.
The hammer's gonna fall.
The blade will not bend.
Yes. This should be pretty good.
The witching hour.
This is not set up correctly. I think the visual component is just kind of off. Yeah. What? It's a concentration spell. And I looked in the wrong place. But I want to figure out what's up with the fire. I looked in the wrong place. I shouldn't have reloaded. I was looking in the status bar, not the corner here. But it didn't visually look like the fire was how it should be. Because I'm pretty sure that fire, it should affect it. Like, wall of fire should have the wall of fire that does burn damage to stuff around it.
You have my attention.
Yeah, like, why is the wall only here? Like, the wall should go the whole way. It should be fine, but it really shouldn't go like that, I'm pretty sure.
I got this.
I don't know why she moves up here. Because she could just stand here and actually have the reach advantage, but I mean, it's her choice. I figured it would miss. See, this is where I want it to be zoomed at all times. This far of a zoom out's kind of nice. And then the Mephit can fly up here and be totally safe. Okay, I think targeting... Why is it too dark? Okay. I mean, the fact that that fire is kind of janky. Like, I should have gotten rid of the burn there, obviously, because of the effect of the ice. How much damage was that? 20? A lot of damage. What? Okay, this is halved damage. 2d8. They're just not rolling as much of an issue. Okay. He does get hit by the fire at least. As he should be. Okay, the fire is still there. Because if that fire wasn't there, I would complain a great deal. Yeah, that wall is incredibly strong. It's way better than a fireball in this scenario. I mean, just hitting here would kill him, probably. I didn't change my equipment. Oh well. Again, I need to disable dual wielding.
Forever, pal.
Can I push him? Yeah, no. I didn't expect I could, but it would have been nice. I don't think this should push him, but it might.
Fuck yes.
Okay. So Will should be able to move back. I'm glad it didn't push him, because that would be unreasonable. I should actually scoot this way so that they can't move. Can I throw one of these dudes? Ooh, I can. I mean, that was totally worth it.
No gloom, all doom.
None of these are great. I could slow some people. Like... Is there another guy here? No, he's dead. I guess that guy is alive. Shadow Cursed Needle Blight is not an important one. That visual is pretty funny. And now I just broke the fire, but that's not a huge issue because they were mostly on the side of the fire anyway. I think the slow would be more effective at this stage, and now he's just gonna stand out of the way. I actually do regret dropping the fire, but I don't think it's gonna be a huge issue to drop the fire. I totally forgot that fire is concentration. But this was the only thing that would have easily been hit by the fire at that stage. Anyway. She could beat them up. She can just trigger an attack though and get in range. Or she could not walk in a reasonable direction. She could have walked right here and not gone through the cloud of daggers. Instead, she chooses to go through the cloud of daggers. It's not gonna kill this turn.
Let's go.
Let's get a blast over here of cold. Okay, that's gonna hit everyone but Karlak right there. Yeah, both dead. I can bonus action healing word, but that I don't need it yet. She's half HP, which is rough.
Now this is my happy place.
But
Give in.
I just need her to drink some potions. I could go up here without would risk being launched. Did he really drop concentration from the thing that didn't hit? Where's Gale? Gale lost condition prone. I got prone because I failed the save. Okay. Lovely. I'm not going to redo it because it's just bad. Not a humanoid. I could do this. It isn't selective? It's supposed to be selective in pen and paper, I thought. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Because I thought it was selective so you didn't target allies. Nope, it is each creature in the area. That limits it a good deal, except for the fact that it's not really that bad to sleepify your buddy. It's not ideal, but... Yes, because that's totally where he would have to move to shoot this guy with a firebolt. Definitely. What is this game? Like, if I go here, I should be able to firebolt it. Yes, it's dark. I respect that. But, like... That's still a better choice than what it suggested. I think he's really bad at melee, huh? That guy didn't die. Oh, he has 1 HP. Nothing to get away. He's gonna get hit. That should be fine. Oh no, Will is not shield man. I think this is probably safer. So guy in the back is a big threat. That guy there is probably better to just kill. If I can hit, good.
This is gonna feel good.
And I beat up this guy. I could switch to the other guy, but I think this guy's easy enough.
Tale for the ages.
He can't do anything useful here. I could move him closer, but like, he's not going to do anything anyway.
On the victor's path.
None of them are, he's not concentrating. I think concentrated blast is not bad. Because I don't need that anymore. Nothing's in there. Oh yeah, that's a bonus action.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
My turn.
Foxy. Herbert.
Unleash me.
Where's Will? Oh, he's in there. Okay. I was like, this is his corpse. It's obviously not Will, but... they're resistant to necrotic. Anyway,
Battle favors the fearless.
oh god, that second hit.
All's well that ends.
That second
Not as bad as it
hit.
could have.
Crit for... Second hit crit. First hit for 19 roll. Like 2d10 gets 19 plus 4 for 23. And then rolls... Like... It's a 1d8, so rolled a 7. Or 2 7s basically on the lightning damage. That's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage.
Still alive, so that's progress.
I think I misplayed the fight. I definitely should have kept the firewall going instead of forgetting that it's a concentration spell. It didn't help that visually it was partially broken, but... actually, let's just send all to camp. But this is a pretty dangerous encounter if you're not prepared. It's totally doable, even if you don't know it ahead of time. As long as you have like AoE and control.
One of the easy part.
It definitely helps to have this Amulet of Restoration if you don't know it's coming, because then when you get knocked out and stuff, when people drop, you have multiple chances to heal them. Like AoE, like single target pickup, AoE pickup.
With a
Actually,
flick
that
of the wrist.
this person here, I think, is the one with the key. There should be a key. Nope. Fool me to think I'd fare better than the other treasure hunters in this god-cursed wasteland. found a key up here, but unless it unlocks a chest full of water and sunlight, I have no use for it. There's the key. No, that's not what I clicked on. I think it's a key to this. Yes, this is the craziest. I pushed Y, which I guess is short rest. Yeah, self-immolation is just a way to work with the heat mechanic that just doesn't seem worth it at all. Like, it's not a great amount of damage, and it's a ton of setup. And you take self-damage. Okay, so I'm done here. I'm gonna go over here next, then do this. Because if I go through here to the shadowed section, I don't think there's a ton here. But it's all going pretty well. Oh yeah, the dead people.
Looks like there was a struggle here.
Yes, people are dead. There was a struggle, obviously. Oh, I think this is the key to the chest over by the ravens. Ravens here. There's a chest on the roof. I believe that's where that key goes. If I remember correctly. Bunch of garbage. It's basically only being picked up so that I can sell it for money later, because it does add up. And without selling all the junk, I wouldn't be able to afford all the fun-ish items. Yeah, dead cultist. Ooh. Prison key. I wonder what the prison key is. I wonder if it's either this was one of the people at the prison in the Grove, maybe? And that's the prison key for that? I don't know. One of those other keys could also be the key that I thought was for the chest by the ravens. I could also be wrong about that. I'm just pretty sure there was a key in this general area for that. True Soul. It's been a while. That's a book. Good experience from that ambush. Ah, True Soul Corliss over there. Day 4, scouting mission dispatched by Cleric Thorm to Shadowlands. Locate nest of absolute non-believers. Reach outskirts of village. Disturbing sounds echo throughout the shadows. Preparing to cast light barrier for protection. And it did not work. Or they got shot by people from the town. But they're True Soul, so they should have a they didn't though. Where'd their parasite go? But it's been a while. I assume, based on the fact that it didn't do anything, I'm not sure if there's gonna be anything here. Okay, no, this animation means it has to be.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
How did you die?
Unslaked hunger, unquenched thirst. True soul of the absolute, call is my name.
How'd you end up here?
Trapped shadow mastiffs, repels them with flame.
They were trapped and they starved and stuff. Come on, Anna, come on.
The lights might fend them off, but those mastiffs are still lurking about.
Okay. How are the torches still burning? They're not. Light spell. Oh. Continual flame spell.
Continual flame.
Also a light spell too.
Continual flame. An unquenchable light. Oh, costs a queen's crown worth of ruby dust to summon.
How can I extinguish the torch flames?
Destroy torches.
The spell's power
I assume I
wanes.
want to get rid of
You
them.
can ask no more
So that the
questions.
mastiffs show up and I can kill them? Maybe? I mean, that's visually that's not a continue. That just looks like any other light spell. I assume this is some sort of mini quest. Like, there's no way they would do all this and just nothing. So it must be once they destroy these Shadow Mastiffs will show up. Last one. There it is. I definitely haven't seen this encounter. Ooh, Alpha. Which again is not totally a... Alpha... Well, like, Alpha, Beta, Omega stuff is not true. There are leaders, but there was a whole study
This is worth the cost.
that was complete nothing. It was not true about the whole elaborate like setup that exists amongst wolves. I hope it doesn't launch it too far. Good. What? I mean, these guys are definitely not dangerous. The fact that, I think it might be challenging with just one person. I don't think it would be impossible with just one person. Oh yeah, fearful, not fear. Actually such an issue. If you're not Will.
Holding back.
I could Hadar right on myself. Well, I could Darkness, but Darkness doesn't do what it should do. They shouldn't be able to see when Darkness is applied to them. But they can. I can just do this. I mean, he can't do anything.
Well, so much for
They can't
peace.
do anything. Ha, he didn't save correctly.
I can't even catch my breath.
This is the weakest. I'm gonna do the boring... because this won't miss.
This is my time.
Okay, she doesn't have... she does have Cleave, but she's still feared. Or she is still fearful. Which actually, shouldn't the fearful have dropped the moment I killed the alpha? Like, the alpha mastiff dying should have by itself triggered the collapse. Like, they should have instantly been, oh hey, we're good. Like, fearful should have stopped right there, I thought. I think she can beat this guy up pretty good.
No holding back.
So as long as he doesn't miss. He did though.
Heating up.
Shoot. And I'm good.
Let's get going.
Gradually closing in.
Anything of use?
And I don't think it's gonna be much of use. Ooh, a ring. Whereas weapon and unarmored attacks deal an additional 1d4 damage against lightly or heavily obscured creatures and creatures made of shadow. Interesting. Situational, but not totally worthless. Close to worthless, but not totally. I totally missed that encounter in my previous playthrough. Okay, so I want to just go here to map out that bit. Wait, no, not there. It's gonna be this way. Today's gonna be fairly short because for some reason my finger hurts. But it's just a brief exploration of the shadow. There's a lot to explore. Though I think the right side is much... I haven't explored there, but the right side's a much easier place to explore because there's like buildings with multiple stories in the other section. And it takes a lot longer to explore, I think. Okay. I'm basically gonna save scum this interaction, at least the second part, because I have no idea what's up with, like, how you're supposed to do the second phase.
All I wanted was to play.
Do I have any other sea invisibility? I think sea invisibility might not be necessary, but it might be useful.
Boo! I scared you! I saw it! Nobody beats me at hide and seek. Will you play with me?
I do like that they don't drag it on too long, trying to keep him, like, obnoxious. They make it very clear that he's not exactly happy. Play? This is no place for a child, if that's even what you are.
Of course I am. Now you're going to play with me or not?
Arcana. Okay, that's fine.
Not an ordinary child, but not a spectre either. One part of a greater whole.
One part of a greater whole.
Something ancient and oddly sad.
Yeah, like you can very quickly learn they're just kind of sad. You want to play? Fine.
All right. I'll hide, and you seek. Find me, and you win.
All right, let's begin.
Get ready, and no cheating. You weren't supposed to find me. You weren't supposed to win.
Let's play again.
Good idea. You're smarter than some playmates I've had. They always tried to leave before I was done with them. Try to find me again, but my family will be looking for you at the same time, so don't get caught.
I really don't understand what you're supposed to do in this second phase. I really don't. Like, this goes this way. This goes this way, so I assume you're supposed to rush into there somehow. Like, I'm genuinely, like... I assume you find him somewhere back here. Oh. I should probably speak with Dead over there. Now's not the time, but... Oh, that ghost.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What creche do you hail from? Yeah, it's the one we've met.
Hidden among the mountains, veiled by ruins.
How did you die?
Foolish games. Shadow. Ambushed. Shameful death. Dishonor to Vlaakith.
Which is good. It's good to dishonor her.
Not in the Shadowlands.
Okay, I'm just gonna skim through this part.
The mountain
Why were you
refraining,
here?
Becoming a Sar. Leading my kin.
And one more. Who were you?
The
Oh, yeah.
spell's power.
None of that. I'm gonna complain. It makes sense, but... Shoot, that's before I even talked to him in the first place. It makes sense that that took time. But also, if it's given as a singular action, just let me do it. Don't make time pass while I'm doing that. It doesn't make sense for it not to, but they should have it. You shouldn't be able to use it in turn-based mode. Just set it up that way.
What's hiding here?
She was no fun. All I wanted was to play. Someone new.
Oh, wait, no.
Maybe.
Shoot. I'm gonna skim through this
Will
again.
you play with me? Of course I am. Now you're going to play with me or not?
Exact same roll.
Not an ordinary child, but not a spectre either.
All right, find me, and you win. Get ready.
I don't think it actually needs the invisibility. because it triggers with perception.
You weren't supposed to find me. Good. Try to.
Okay, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. It's like, I do not know what I'm supposed to do. Can he jump there? That's not a path. That's good to know. So I'm gonna do my best to do this. Okay, here's where I can start saves coming from.
Let's give it a go.
Because I want to know what happens, and if you can actually beat this second phase without just killing them. They're not strong, but it seems like it's potentially more interesting.
Halfling essence. Don't want to think about why my eye is itching.
Why is my jump so short? My jump should be way longer than this. Or maybe not.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I don't think this is going to be possible with how I'm set up right now.
Knees are starting to ache. It shall be done.
Okay. I'm assuming I just need to continue this way. Except he's right there. This should be good here.
Out of sight, out of mind.
This should be good here.
My feet.
Will might hide over here as well.
I'd love to, thanks.
And then she's probably fine right here.
Better bounce.
So that's his hiding spot, probably.
Let's not get caught off guard.
There.
You're good
Okay.
at this. Are you sure you didn't cheat? But I can't let you think me a bad sport. Here's your prize.
You'll need
You'll
it.
need it.
You can get a pass. That's actually really good. That's very good. Okay, so that's actually pretty straightforward to clear. 2. Play both games of hide and seek with Oliver. Just a ring to get past without trace is very good. So
Wizard, not a cat burglar.
I think I'd rather have that than a snowburst. He's not the ideal person to carry it,
Let's get this over with.
but giving the AoE concentration limited plus 10 to stealth checks until long rest, as long as concentration doesn't drop, is pretty okay.
Can't keep me out.
I'll interview the dead Githyanki. Mental inhibition. Fail saving throw against one of your spells to get mental fatigue. That's actually pretty good. That's actually really good for this type of, like, debuff character that uses Vicious Mockery. 'Cause, like, a -2 is an additional 10% chance to hit with, like, Vicious Mockery. And it applies to every save, so it also works well with every other benefit. So for combat, that's better than this, I think. I think on average this is better because this is a bonus to checks. Which means it doesn't help with combat, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna skim through basically the exact same options. Are there others? How did you die? Who are you? I don't think it actually tracks that sort of information. but on the off chance it tracks it, I want to keep it the stuffed owl bear. Mine now. Not for you, kid. I don't think there's anything else of value here. There's some black oleander. But that's this side of the story. There's still a few places I still have to explore there. I think that... Oh no, this is this guy. Okay. So there's still a little here, but I think that's good enough. I'll go downwards now. I think I'll go here first. So, I need to go down. Okay, let's just frame of reference. Here. I want to go this way, yeah. It's gonna take a bit. But I will explore whatever path stems off this, and that will be it for today. If this gets everything on this half, then I'll stick around for that long. If it's only this much, then I'll go a little further. But I still have to explore there. Not that there's anything there, I just need to map it out. What? Why are they so much slower? Did they get caught on roots, and because I have this, I didn't? Oh, these are the guys I murdered. Oh, no, this is actually going to be a little bit. Yeah, this section is not long. There is a little bit to read, and I think a fight. Yeah, there's a fight here. With a random hyena. I think this is the highest chance of one-shotting it. Except I missed. And that's going to run out and alert. Oh, never mind. I was expecting it to alert stuff. 96%. Oh, because they're still stuck on stealth for some reason. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make total sense. That's 2 health. Somehow that fall is 2 health. I've jumped and fallen significantly further than that several times. Where'd they go? Huh? Where are they? Oh, they went around and then down. Okay. They could have just jumped because I gave them feather fall. Oh no, this one's depressing. You forgot me, and that's not nice. The last time I forgot to tie my shoes good and tight, you gave me a clout in the air. So I hope someone does that to you. But if you can you come back, please? Or if you meet Mr. Slupperdiddle Swires, send him, because he's famous and he's good at helping people. I need help, Mum. I feel funny here in the dark. The dark goes movie. It hurts. My head feels like porridge. It hurts. Help me, Mr. Swy. Mum, oh Mum, sorry I wasn't brave. Just a dead kid. Like, really? Does that really add to the story?
I smell a trap.
Yes. Right there. And right there. And right there. And I think there's at least one more. Right there. I could do this. Ooh, and another there. I think I'll just do this, and... what is spell slots looking like?
Defender of the people.
Spell slots are fine. I think it's actually better for him to Hadar. I could do both. I just want to see the combo. We'll cast this here. And he will cast Hadar in the same location. And they'll have to run through at significantly reduced movement. I mean, I'm fine blasting this guy and not letting him run through, but I missed anyway. She's just gonna stand right here.
Victory is assured.
And he's gonna make sure that he doesn't use fire is that would catch us all on fire. So they walk through here. They can't move very far. Even with dashing, they can't move nearly as far as they would like. I'm gonna get pulled into the Hadar. Oh no, constrict, not pull. That's good. Constrict. Not an issue. Except, did it apply? It did. Let's give me another constrict. So here's a good combo. Plant growth is not concentration. The constrict
With haste.
is concentration, so if I could get in range, I can heal off of it. Because this heals 3d6 if they're concentrating.
Forever dauntless.
I mean, I should be blasting the constricting ones. Do they have advantage, or are they just lucky? They're just lucky. I mean, 2 hits and not...
Hot in here.
It's a totally reasonable result. Switch your weapon. Okay.
May the dice roll in my favor.
And then Ice Blast. This guy. And now they move. We'll need to move Karlak and everybody back a bit. Because otherwise... it will just continue being... this. They won't move any closer if they can't. Or they won't move closer if they don't need to. So moving back is... Karlak will need to move back, so that they have to move forwards. He can't move because he's constricted. He's actually also about to die. By die, I mean go down. So is he, actually. They took a ton of damage while constricted. What? What? Oh, yeah, that Hadar dropped. So actually, the whole combo that I was like, hey, this is fun, is utterly meaningless. Okay, what is constrict? Is it Constitution? Saving throw is a DC 14 strength check. Of course it makes sense if it's a strength check. Strength save.
What's this?
Beat up this guy.
Where do I go from here?
And then nobody concentrating, so I just need to deal damage, which it's still, it's kind of lame. I kind of wish I didn't get this capability, but 0% chance to miss is worth a lot. I should blast this guy at least once.
Let my enemies fall.
And drink a potion.
One can't always be a gentleman.
And then he will hide. What's this guy doing? Ah, they're getting high ground advantage to shoot at me. That makes sense. Or not. I guess avoiding that was worth it to go up and around. Weird looking. Oh yeah, I have actual AC on this character now. I mean, the issue here... I can still just 100% hit it in melee range. For 3d6. It's not going to scale well, I think. I don't think it has any potential to scale moving forward. But It's still a little... It's still a little good for this sort of context, wherein if I don't need to maintain concentration on anything else, it's better than any cantrip I could ever have, because it's just cast guidance as a cantrip on myself, and then I can heal off of enemies concentrating and I can't miss. I'm definitely gonna short rest. I think that's my last short rest, yep. I should be able to dismiss this, I feel. I know it's not concentration based, but I really wish I could dismiss it so I didn't have to wait.
What's in here?
When out of combat, specifically.
Moving in.
Like, in combat, it's a different question, but ice knife isn't bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't jump there.
That's curious.
Just a dirt mound. Yeah, so this is gonna be wearing a stop after I finish this little bit here, and I think there's an upper part of the tower that might have stuff. Like if I walk here, there might be stuff up here. There's a nest. There is stuff. I misclicked.
Right tool will do the trick.
I don't even need that, but if I fail on a one, I will complain as always. What do torches even sell for? 10 is a lot. Well, it's not sell for 10. I think that's the buy price. If I bought them, that's what I would get. Why is there a severed head? Head of a young woman with her jaw ripped off. Is that probably the one that left the... Oh, headless corpse, yeah. It probably is that headless corpse, which would be the person who wrote the letter to their mum. Pretty grim zone. Is it sort of cheap attempts at being grim? Maybe. What are you doing? Keep moving. Like, could they have done it in more subtle and interesting ways? Yes. Does it still capture the... Does it still appropriately illustrate how life became terrible here? Yes, it still does illustrate that effectively. So, today was very short compared to what I aimed for on this, but starting Cold Steel, the prologue was like significantly longer than I aimed for. With that, it was 3 hours when I aimed for like 1 to 1.5, so this has kind of gonna go a little shorter because of it. I just don't have that much time. I do have time, but also for some reason my finger is in pain, which just sometimes happens. So here is the stopping point for today. Next time, I imagine I'll finish exploring this. I don't think there's a lot here. There's a little, but there's not a ton. And then I will go back to talk to the Harper so that I get a marking up here. And then after I do this and the Harper, I will cross probably here, go through the Mason's Guild, find what I can, continue up here where there's like a hospital. I'm not going to do the stuff up here right away. It's around here. There's I'm going to call it a dungeon up here. I'm going to leave that until I've finished basically everything else, because it warns you once you're at the bottom of it that you should wait and do everything else first. So, but these are important. The toll house is, I believe, right here. It has an enemy that is potentially very dangerous or very easy. depending on how, if you know exactly what it's going to do, which it's obsessed with gold. That's about the only important hint. So, here's where I stop. Have a good day. Bye-bye.